In this writing support module, you will be learning about introductions, the paragraph that starts your essay, and conclusions, the paragraph that ends your essay. It is important to make sure that you start and end your essay in an effective and strong way. We will first start with introductions. The purpose of an introduction is to introduce your essay topic to your reader. It is important to grab your reader's attention, provide information that will help your reader understand your topic and essay, and make sure to include your thesis statement, which is the roadmap to your essay. With your introduction, you open up with a general conversation about your topic, and you will end your introduction with a specific focus statement about your topic. Your introduction will go from broad to narrow with your topic. Your introduction will typically have three basic components to it. The first component is the hook. The second component is the transition from the hook to the thesis, and the third component is the thesis. A good hook is an important part of your introduction. There are several different types of hooks that we will look at next. The types of hooks we will look at are question hooks, anecdote or short story hooks, quote hooks, and fact or statistic hooks. The most important part of a hook is that it should be engaging and get your reader thinking about your essay topic. A good hook makes your reader want to keep reading on. Your hook should be talking about your topic in general. The first hook type is a question hook. When writing a question hook, you need to write a thoughtful question about your topic. For example, what role does change play in life? The second hook type is an anecdote or short story hook. Opening up your essay with a story can personalize your topic and engage your reader. For example, watching my little sister grow up has illustrated the many changes we all go through in life. Anecdotes can be from your own life or from stories you have found through research. The third type of hook is a quote hook. These can be easy to find and an engaging way to open up your essay topic. For example, Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." The fourth type of hook is the fact or statistic hook. These can come from research or from your personal knowledge. For example, change is unavoidable. The type of hook you use isn't as important as making sure that you write a good one that grabs your reader's attention and makes them want to read on. After opening up your introduction with an engaging hook that talks about your topic in general, it is time to start narrowing your topic down. The next part of your introduction is transitioning from your hook to your thesis. These transition sentences should also provide your reader with background information needed to understand your essay. The transition should be at least one sentence and should further narrow down your topic. Here are some example hooks with their transition sentences about the topic of change. If you use a question hook, your transition can answer the question hook. For example, what role does change play in life? Change is a vital part of life because without it, we will not be able to grow and develop as human beings. If you use an anecdote or short story hook, your transition can further explain and link to your topic. For example, watching my little sister grow up has illustrated the many changes we all go through in life. She has rapidly grown from a helpless newborn into a toddler running around the house. These changes have occurred rapidly through the passage of time. If you use a quote hook, your transition can explain the hook and link to your topic. For example, Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." Gandhi's words illustrate the fact that change is not something that will just happen. In order for change to occur, people first need to make a choice to be what they want to see. If you use a fact or statistic hook, your transition can explain your fact and link to your topic. For example, change is unavoidable. We cannot avoid change, but we can certainly influence the effect of the changes in our lives. With your transition from your hook to your thesis, you should be continuing to narrow down your topic. If you're writing your essay about a book, make sure to also include the book title and author in your transition. For example, what role does change play in life? Change is a vital part of life because without it, a person will not be able to grow and develop as a human being. In Walk Two Moons by Sharon Creech, the main character Sal undergoes many changes. Your final component of your introduction is your thesis statement. Your thesis statement is a statement that directly answers the question in the prompt, a statement that functions as a roadmap for your paper and tells your reader what to expect from your writing, a statement of opinion about an issue, and a statement that tells the reader how you will interpret the significance of the subject. Your thesis is a very important part of your introduction and essay. This is the statement that contains the controlling idea for your essay. This will be the bossy idea for your essay. Your thesis statement has your topic and opinion and explanation about why you have that opinion. For example, the most important changes that have occurred in my life, this is the topic and opinion, are changes in my friendships, responsibilities, and school. Those last three are the explanation. Typically, your main ideas that will be appearing in your body paragraphs are included in your thesis statement. For example, the most important changes that have occurred in my life are changes in my friendships. This will be the main topic for body paragraph number 1. Responsibilities. This will be the main topic for body paragraph number 2. And school. This will be the main topic for body paragraph number 3. Your thesis statement will be slightly different depending on the type of writing that you are doing. For more help on writing a thesis statement, see the Writing a Thesis Writing Support module, which goes more in depth on how to write a thesis statement. Now it is time to put all the elements of a good introduction together. Start with your hook. What role does change play in life? Transition to your thesis. Change is a vital part of life because without it, we will not be able to grow and develop as human beings. And end with your thesis. The most important changes that have occurred in my life are changes in my friendships, responsibility, and school. Now that we have discussed how to start your essay, it is time to talk about how to end your essay. The paragraph that ends your essay is called a conclusion. The purpose of a conclusion is to wrap up your essay, provide a sense of closure, and leave a lasting impression on your reader. In order to do this, you need to 1. Provide an overview of your thesis and topic. 2. Lead your reader away from your focused topic discussion and explain why the reader and world needs to care about the essay topic. And 3. End your conclusion with a statement that creates a memorable impression for your reader. This statement has many names, but I'm going to refer to it as a zinger. With your conclusion, you are going the opposite direction that you did in your introduction. You are going from the focused topic of your essay to a broad and general conversation about your topic. You can think of going from the literal, what did you say, to the interpretive, what does it mean, and ending with the universal, why does it matter? In your specific to general conclusion, you will typically have 3 parts. 1. A thesis overview. 2. A transition from thesis overview to zinger. And 3. A zinger. Your thesis overview should be an overview of your essay topic and a literal statement of what you have written. Go back and read your thesis and your topic sentence for each body paragraph, and then write a thesis overview that reminds the reader of your topic, opinion, and explanation. Your conclusion will typically start with a transition word. For example, finally, many essential and important changes have occurred in friendships, responsibility, and school in my life. In your transition from thesis overview to zinger, you explain the importance and significance of your topic. If you are writing a persuasive essay, this would be where you would include a call to action, what you're wanting your reader to believe or do related to your topic. An example of a transition from a thesis overview to zinger would be thesis overview. Finally, many essential and important changes have occurred in friendships, responsibility, and school in my life. Your transition would be, these changes have led me to understand the role that growing up has in shaping a person's life. To change is to grow. Remember, you want to stay away from introducing new evidence in your conclusion, as you should have already included important evidence and supporting details in your body paragraphs. Zingers are where you leave the writer with an ending that tells the reader why the topic matters. This is your last statement about your topic and should be the final closure to your essay. This is where you're going to end with a memorable universal statement. Some unique ways to end your essay can be a question zinger. If you used a question hook, you may not want to use a question zinger. The second type of hook is an anecdote or short story zinger. If you started your essay with an anecdote, you could come back to that story at the very end. Third type is a quote zinger. You could use a memorable quote. If you used a quote hook, you may not want to use a quote zinger. And finally, a universal statement zinger. This is where you end with a universal statement about your topic. For example, I dream of a world where everyone accepts change. Now it is time to put it all together. First, we start with our thesis overview. Finally, many essential and important changes have occurred in friendships, responsibilities, and school in my life. Then we have our transition. Those changes have led me to understand the role that growing up has in shaping a person's life. To change is to grow. Then we end with our zinger. As Benjamin Franklin wisely said, when you're finished changing, you're finished. Now that you have learned how to start and end your essay, it is time to begin writing.